AMC bills is actually on monthly basis, right? Next, gross price. Gross price is actually amount per division. Amount per division means, suppose if it is 400, that means we are going to pay 100. Suppose it is 4 laptops and the quantity is 400, then we are going to pay 100 rupees per laptop in a quarter, right? Clearly understand this, that I am going to, if I take the gross price as 400, then we are going to pay 100 rupees per laptop per quarter, right? 100 rupees per laptop per quarter. Then what is going to be the AMC cost? AMC cost is going to be 400 into 4, that is 1600, right? Next, we have to maintain post element as 5020815. Of course, repair and maintenance of apparatus and plants, and then enter. When enter, we have the screen as below, right? It is going to be the screen over here, right? And you can see, right, these parameters were maintained within this services tabs available over here, within this services tab, right? Next, when I proceed to save AMC maintenance document, maintenance order.
क्लास खत्म.
Okay. Okay, let me resume our session, right? What I was saying is that we are in the process of creating an AMC maintenance order. Right? Within this AMC maintenance order, let me recall this journey. Right? We were supposed to work with 3 tabs. One was header data, then it was objects, then it was operations. Wherein header data, we provided the subject as AMC of computers and PM activity type. Within object, we maintain the laptops one by one that we were supposed to cover under AMC. And thereafter, within services tab, right, we maintain the service parameters with respect to this AMC service. It means we have ensured all the information pertaining to AMC maintenance order, and if I save over here, then definitely AMC maintenance order is going to be created. That is what I'm saying over here. And before I proceed, I will again request to all of you. It's a very new topic. It's a topic which is actually not of day-to-day activity, but whenever this job is going to be assigned, then you are going to be in trouble. Suppose you are not aware about how to cover this AMC gathering of equipment, right? Then again, I will humbly request that today, where I'm explaining each and everything through PPTs, right? On tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I will cover this whole session through online, through SAP system, so that everything is going to be crystal clear, right? Now, when saved, AMC maintenance order is created and displayed on bottom of the screen by number so and so. Okay. Right. Release of AMC maintenance order. See, AMC maintenance order has been created, but actually my requirement is PR, and some sort of it's a way of creating the PR that you have to create maintenance order. Right? When I release this maintenance order, on front side it is a maintenance order released, then in the back side actually it is a PR generated. Right. What is the T code over here for releasing the AMC maintenance order? It is IW32. Right. Recall this journey with earlier journeys where you were releasing the maintenance order directly by entering the maintenance notification window, and thereafter next in maintenance order window you are clicking over the green flag. But since over here we are not creating maintenance notification, rather we have directly created AMC maintenance order. We started our journey by using IH01, and right now I would like to tell you, suppose I'm aware about my equipment number, if I have noted down my equipment number, right, that I'm going to cover under AMC, then I may proceed to create this AMC order directly by using the T code IW31. IW31, let me recall, creation of AMC maintenance order, the T code is IW31. Now, when I am going to release this AMC order, naturally, the next T code is going to be IW32, right? You can see over here, this is the screen on extreme right side of this bottom. IW32 is appearing over here. When I enter this command IW32, this maintenance order is made available over here. In the next window, right, when we enter the AMC order window, when click on green flag, right, we have the message displayed on bottom of the screen. Order number so and so will be released after update. Proceed to save, and we have the PR created in the background. This PR number so and so is obtained by clicking on document flow symbol. I think you are very well aware about this step because we have done this step in earlier classes, right? Okay, if this was the maintenance order 240000053258, then PR is 40065480, right? What is going to be the next step? I'm having my PR and PR is having expenditure that is going to be incurred, that is going to be maintained for AMC of my laptops. Then this expenditure has to be approved, and for approval of expenditure, for approval of PR, we all are aware about the T code, that is ME54N. Let us see. Approval of PR. In actual scenario, it is done by opening inbox and forwarding it to the next higher authorities, up to competent authority. Yes, of course. But over here, as I'm working on a practicing platform, then I'm going to use the T code ME54N, and I will release this by using R1, R2 notation, R1 and R2 notation, right? I think right now there is no need to explain about R1, R2 notation. We all are aware about this. You can see over here, right? This screenshot pertains to when my PR, this PR number is made available over here, 4000, right, 654800, is approved or released from R1 and R2 notice. From R1 and R2 level. You can see the green ticks over here. Right? Next to this. Right. Up to now we have created one part only, and that one part includes creation of AMC maintenance order for the equipments that we have to cover under AMC. And next was, since on front side it was AMC maintenance order, on back side it was PR. Next we have released the PR, means on one side we have done creation of AMC and maintenance order and then PR, right? Now come to the part of the contract, the agreement, the advanced purchase order, that is APO, right? First, what we will do, we are going to create it, and thereafter we are going to get it approved from the competent authority. And what parameters what you are expecting within this contract? Naturally, we are going to maintain the contact details of AMC vendor, the tax codes, tax details, and of course, since this contract is going to take the services from our maintenance order, then naturally we are going to recall, or we are going to call, or we are going to link the maintenance order over here. Let us see. Creation of contract or agreement on advanced purchase order. Somewhere it is going to be spoken as contract, somewhere it is agreement, or somewhere it is going to be APO, right? There's nothing to worry, everything is same. Enter ME31K in the command window, then enter. We have this screen as shown over here, right? You can see over here within this window some parameters are already maintained, that is purchase organization 2000, purchasing group is 040, Plant is 3002, which is pertaining to Coimbatore SSA. Material group is 1 followed by 6 zeros, right? And apart from these parameters, we have to maintain item category over here, then account assignment category, and then right storage location, and of course required tracking number if you want, although it is not required. Let us see. As a whole, I have shown you all the parameters over here. In the above screen means in the previous screen, provide and maintain the following information. Vendor 1000046. In my case, actually, BK Industries from Naini Allahabad is authorized vendor, and I am authorized this vendor. I'm using this vendor for AMC purpose as well. Purchase organization is going to be 2000. Purchasing group is going to be 040. Right? This all were maintained. Now come to item category. Item category, right? Since it is we are actually availing services, then it is going to be D. In case of services, it will be D. And in case of material, abhi tak we are using only two types, as a service or material. In case of material, it will remain blank. Right? Item category. If this is pertaining to material, then it will be blank. But since we are actually speaking about services, then it is going to be D. Next, come to account assignment category, right? On tomorrow, I will show you this all, but in case of creation of contract, then it is going to be F, and we use different account assignment categories. When we work differently, means in case of asset, then account assignment category is going to be A. When I'm going to work with project, then it is going to be B. And suppose I'm going to work with network, then it is going to be N. And suppose maintenance order, then it is going to be N. But in today's case, it is going to be F. Plant, of course, 3002. Plant means actually Coimbatore SSA plant, right? Material group, no issue. Tracking number, no issue. With these parameters, we have screen as below, means as shown in the next. Okay, you can see over here, right? Now this screen is having all these parameters. You can see purchase organization. First of all, you are having vendor, right? Then purchase organization, purchasing group, item category, account assignment category, and then material group, and then tracking number. Next, move on to this. When I will enter this, right? Next, in the next header data window pertaining to contract, I have to provide certain information which are first of all AMC period, right? AMC is going to be, suppose it is, if it is going to be for a period of 1 year, then validity start time is going to be, suppose if it is on today, right, then it is going to be 27/04/2020 over here up to 26 April of next year, that is 26/04/2021. Actually, these slides are pertaining to, I have created these slides on yesterday, that is showing the starting date as 27. Right? Next, we will maintain over here target value over here. And next to this, I'm going to maintain BSNL APU file number, then it is going to be reference circle. Means we are going to provide four details: validity and date, then target value, then BSNL APU file number, and then reference circle as shown in the next slide. In this screen means in previous screen, we provide the data as below: validity and date 26/04/2021, target value rupees 1600. Recall when we were maintaining the service parameters, right? When we were having the quantity as 4, means it is going to be a quarterly basis. And gross price was 400. It means the total target value, total AMC's value is going to be 400 into 4, that is 1600. Next, BSNL APU file number is going to be BSNL AMC of computers /1/2020-21. oblique VK Industries /1. Right? This is actually you are going to maintain the file number of yours, right? And finally, reference circle is going to be 1030, and we have the screen as over here. See, we maintain validity and date over here, then target value over here, BSNL APU file number, Ravi-5. Over here I have shown you Ravi-5. Then it is reference circle is 1030. Next. Okay. Right. Do you maintain the contact parameters? Contact details. Now it's the time of providing the service parameters, right, within this contract. And for that purpose, when I enter from here, right, I will click over here, this enter. The next slide is going to be this one, right? Within this slide, we are going to provide the service details as next. First of all, we are going to write AMC of computers over here in this short text. We are going to write it by typing, right? It's not the text that is fetched somewhere from the system. And the purpose is when I enter over here, immediately in the next screen will pertain into the text code, right? And over here, this short text is maintained or reflected as shown in the next slide. You can see over here, right? AMC of computers, you can see the short text over here, right? The third one, short text AMC of computers. And in this window, I simply have to maintain the text code. In my case, it is going to be Z0 right now because I'm working at a practicing platform and Z0 says no text liability. Means excluding of all the taxes. In your case, naturally, it is going to be the code for actual tax, or code will be as per actual tax requirement, right? Next to this, now we are going to provide the service parameters, means service number over here in this window, right? For that purpose, I have to move on to the next slide. You can see over here, right? What was the service number when we were creating maintenance order? Right, the same service number, that is 75000015, the same service number we will maintain over here, right? Then when I maintain this service number, immediately short text corresponding to this service number is made available. Next, of course, we have to maintain the quantity, and then it is going to be the cost price, right? When I enter over here at this stage, right, next I have to provide the GL account for post element, right? And of course, I have to provide the maintenance order as well that I have created, because I have to provide the maintenance order details over here. Then in this sub window, GL account I am going to provide, and I am going to provide in the last field, that is order field, the maintenance order technical field. This is shown in the next slide. Let us see. In this window, maintain GL account as 5020815. Now this GL account was pertaining to repair and maintenance of application plant, right? Or repair, might be repair and maintenance of our computers. And order number was, recall this was our order number for Penta 0525358, and we have this scheme as below. Yes, of course. As I said, GL account number is going to be over here, right? GL account stands for head of account, right? Stands for post ID. That is the same thing, right? Next order we will maintain over here. When we enter, right, we have the next slide as over here. That's it, right? It means up to now, if I recall my journey for creation of contract, then I have provided vendor details, number one. number two, text details, and number three, I have linked this contract by providing maintenance order with maintenance, right? And of course, I have provided the service number as well. Then naturally, now it's the time to complete this maintenance, that is APO or contract, by saving this document. Then proceed to save the window, and we have the need-based APU created by number so and so. Proceed to save this window, and we have the need-based APU created by number so and so. Okay, right now, right up to now, if you recall, what up to now we have done. First of all, we have created maintenance order for AMC maintenance order. Then it was released. Then in the background it was PR. Then PR was approved. Then we have created contract or agreement or APO, and the T code was, for creating APO, the T code was ME31K, right? If you recall this channel. Now you are having APO. Then what is going to be the next? Next is going to be approval of this APO, that is approval of my contract. And approval of contract takes place by using the code, that is ME35K. ME35K, where ME31K is actually pertaining to creation of APO. ME35K stands for creation of, approval of this APO. And approval of this APO, where earlier documents we were releasing, or we were getting approved in R1 R2 notation, right? Over here we will get the approval of this document, that is contract, in R1 R2 and P1 notation. R1 and R2 is same, but P1 says, right, when we create a contract, there are going to be some conditions with respect to the contract, and in those conditions there might be some depositing of security or PBG and like that, right? And when vendor, for that purpose we are going to write a letter, right? This I am telling what will happen, right, in actual scenario. Since the vendor is supposed to submit the deposit or PBG or like similar document, what we are going to do, we are going to write a letter to the vendor that you have to, before this agreement came into picture, you have to submit this much amount to our office, right? What the vendor will do, he will deposit the same to our account section. A copy of ours, a copy of the same letter that we sent to this vendor, the vendor person, the same, a copy of the same is sent to our account section. Whenever the vendor deposits this amount and amount is reflected in your account, when amount is reflected in your account, then you are requested to intimate the same to this office. And approval of P1 is actually the say approval of P1 means actually vendor has deposited the amount to our account section, means security amount, right? Then I'm going to get it approved from PR as well. P1 as well means I'm going to get it clear from P1 flag as well. It means the P1 flag, in actual scenario we are going to use P1 flag as well. Let's see.
It is basically account department.
Yes, not account department. The person who is actually creating this AMC. Yes, actually there is a query from my officer. She is asking ki who is going to clear this, who is going to release this P1 code, or who is going to use this P1 code. Then the person who is actually creating and is getting the approval of this APO will perform the same, the technical person, right? But when he will do, when account section has cleared that yes, the payment has been received, then the technical person who's actually in the process of creating this APO will clear this, or will release this APO by using this code. Okay.
So it is same R1.
No, R1, no, R1 and R2 are actually in my notation, right? Okay, first of all, then what is going to be the sequence? Sequence is going to be first we will release this from R1, then we will release it from R2, and then in P1. What is the process? I will provide release code R1 over here, and the document, the APU number is maintained over here, APU number that we have to release. Right? Let me enter. In the next window, see over here, when I have provided release code R1 and then APU number, I have to click on this clock. In the next window, I'm having this, right? In order to release this from R1 level, I will click somewhere, in this small subwindow, right? And then click on release plus save. You can see over here, click anywhere in this above subwindow. Otherwise, this release and save is not going to be effective. If you will not click, if you will not bring your control or cursor of the mouse within this subwindow, the release plus save is not going to be effective. It must be very clear. That's why I have mentioned over here that click anywhere in the above subwindow and click on release plus save as below. Next, click anywhere in this above subwindow and click on release plus save, and below no issue. That's the same thing, right? These steps results in approval of APU from R1 level. And the same procedure we are going to repeat for R2 and P1 level. Means one by one we will provide the releasing code as R2, APU document number, then a small subwindow will bring the cursor of control in the small subwindow. We'll click on release plus save. Then it is released from R2, and thereafter for P1 we will maintain the releasing code as P1. Then APU number, then enter, that is clock, and then small subwindow will bring the control or click on small subwindow, and thereafter release plus save. And after this process, means after releasing of this document from R1, R2 and P1 level, right, we can say our APU has been approved. That's it. Now, up to now, right, let me summarize the things. What we have done? We have created AMC maintenance order, right? It was released. Then in the background it was PR, right? PR was approved, right? PR approved. This was one part. The next part we have completed is we have created APU. APU says providing the vendor details and tax details, and of course providing the services or service details from our maintenance order into this APU. Right? APU was created. APU means contract. Contract was created, and of course now it has been approved. Right? Now think logically. On one side we are having our PR, and PR is having service parameters. On other side we are having our APU, and APU is having the text details as well as vendor details. Right? Right? APU is having text details and vendor details. Right? What is the requirement of any PO? Requirement of creating of any PO is that you require service parameters, PO requires vendor details, and PO requires text details. Now over here, where are my service details? Actually, service details or service parameters are actually available in in POP, in PR, right? Where are my service parameters are in PR, right? And where are my vendor and tax details? They are actually in contract.
APU.
APU, right? Now, don't you think so? Before proceeding for creating of AMC order, first of all, there is a need to link of PR with contract, so that service parameters, right, vendor details and tax details are made available in a single document, at a single platform. That is the purpose of this linking of PR with contract. Let us see. Next, what is the turn of linking of this APO with PR? It is the term of linking of this APO, that is contract, with PR, and it takes place by using the T code ME56. ME56 is solely meant for linking of PR with contract. When we execute this command and provide PR number as so and so, as shown, we have the screen as shown over here. You can see this is actually the window pertaining to the execution of ME56. ME56 says assign source of supply to requisition. Source of supply means actually contract, actually vendor, actually AP to requisitions. Over here, I have to provide purchase requisition over here, right? Next, when I click, when I run the clock, I'm having this small sub window. Let us understand the things. I am providing PR over here. I am providing PR over here. PR means service parameters over here. In the next window, I am having over here the vendor details, right? AMC vendor details and the text details means I am having over here my contract details. How this linking will take place? I will tick this box, a small box over here, and you can see over here the four fields are over here as assign automatically, assignments, assignment, and then assign manually. I will click on assign manually. What assignment will be? Let us see. You are having your PR and PR is to be linked to APO. In this window, I am having my PR. In the next window, it is actually APO or contact. I will tick this, I will select this and assign manually. And I'm having in the next window, when I tick this small box and click on assign manually, we have the next window as below. In this window, I have to provide over here, right? Agreement and agreement item. Agreement means actually any one of you please, agreement says the contact number, agreement says the APO number, and agreement item means pertaining to line number 10. Let us see in the next. You can see over here maintain agreement number, that is APO number in this line number, and agreement item number 10. Thereafter, within this small sub window, I have to click on assign source of supply, and you can see a green line appearing over here. Earlier it was not appearing. You can see. Let me move over here. Right. This was the T code ME56. Over here I maintain purchase requisition. Thereafter it was my APU. Right. Take over here, assign manually. Now you can see over here the last line, the green line is not available over here. But when PR is actually assigned manually to this APO, this line is going to be reflected over here. And now I can say that my PR, my service parameters have been linked with my APO where I'm having my vendor details and text details, right? Finally, of course, I have to save this, and when I save, you can see over here, purchase requisition changed. It means now purchase requisition is linked with the data of APO, means contract. And everything is made available in this PR. This PR is having service parameters, contact details, contract details means vendor details, and the text details. Okay, now it means this linking has made the things available for me in a single document, and these things are service parameter, that is service parameters, and my AMC vendor details and the text details. And these are the requirements for creating any PO. Then now it's the time to create the AMC PO. And as usual, for creation of any PO, we are having the T code, that is ME21N, right? When I enter ME21N over here, by default, it is going to be the screen. It is going to be need-based order. Then you can see over here. No, you will not be able to understand. Then what you have to do? Need-based order you have selected. You have to do. You are having vertically three sections. As I told to all of you in my earlier classes that you are having vertically three sections. One is header, then item details. Over here, this part is actually item details. Now, I will move the screen towards right side and there were two vertical lines, two vertical headers. I will cross one by one and will enter the screen like this. Means what I am saying? In the lowermost vertical tab, that is item details. Lowermost vertical tab, lowermost means header, then item details. The lowermost is item details. Move the screen right side and cross the two hurdles one by one. One is this hurdle. You can see this blue shade, right? You can see over here. And the next hurdle, you can see over here, small boxes are appearing in these two columns, right? This is, I'm marking this only for identification purpose. And my purpose is actually over here in this box, I have to provide my purchase requisition, that is PR. And now it's not simply the PR having service parameters, it is having each and everything. It means if I provide simply the PR over here and maintain certain general information, then my view is going to be created. Let us see. That means in the next screenshot, we are going to have the purchase number, PR number over here. Let us see. Maintain purchase requisition so and so. When enter, we have the screen as shown below, of course, right? You can see this is my purchase requisition number. You can see, right? This is one hurdle, this is next hurdle, and when I enter, I'm having this all in all screen. Next to this, I have to maintain customer data in this field. And what I have to provide simply reference circle and procurement type. You can see next maintain reference circle as 1030 and procurement type as OPEX in customer data tab. And where this is available, this reference circle and procurement type, this is available in header data. The topmost of the screen which is having header data, then item and then item details. I have to maintain this. You have to maintain this under header data. Next to this, right? Since PR was having each and everything. Sorry, yes, PR was having each and everything. And thereafter, after providing reference circle and procurement type, that is OPEX, simply we will proceed for saving this document. For that purpose, we will go for check and then save.
क्लास खत्म हो गया
Now we will proceed to save this AMC.
सर साउंड नहीं आ रहा आपको
Right, before that we will allow it to check if there is any error, and you can see when I click on check button, right, then these are some small yellow color alarms that I am going to ignore, and we'll click on the save button. You can see proceed to save, and we have PO wide number so and so as shown below, right? And you can see need based order created under the number so and so. The message is appearing on bottom of the screen as well, right? Now I have created PO, and PO was created by using PR. Simply by using the PR, nothing else, because PR was having each and everything. PR was having service parameters, PR was having the AMC vendor, and it was also having the text details after linking of PR with APO. Now it's the turn of approval of this APO, and for that purpose the T code is, आप इसकी sound कम करिए please, right? Now it's the time for approval of this AMC PO by using the T code that is IW29, and I will enter this IW29 by default. There is going to be a PO, right? I'm going to change this PO by using other purchase order. Then I will enter my purchase order. Then I will approve this PO in R1 and R2 location. Let me take a query from chat. No, I'm sorry, it's ME29. Let me see. I'm sorry, actually, the T code is, I have written over here wrongly, this is ME29. Let me take a correction, right? I have written over here IW29, creation and approval of AMC PO, right? I have written over here IW29, actually it's ME20.
ME21N.
ME29N, right? ME29N,
Okay.
right? And you can see over here the same is appearing over here, right? Now click on other purchase order and feed the POS, our PO, that is 4200893897. You will enter the same over here, right? Then approve the PO in R1 and R2 notice and HP loop from R1 level, from R2 level. Now, if AMC PO has been approved, then everything is, from AMC point of view, everything is clear, right? We have done the AMC. What remains is updating the master data of all these laptops that we have covered under AMC. And who is going to work this? Who is going to perform this role? Who is going to work this? Actually, ERP team, right? What we will do, we will simply raise an issue that update master data of these laptops, as these laptops have been covered under AMC, right? Now, in order to show this to all of you, I have taken the authorization of this ZAMC update. Then I am going to update this master data. Then finally update master data of all the laptops by AMC PO by using the key code ZAMC update. When I write ZAMC update over here, I am having the screen like this. In this screen, in this window, I have to provide my AMC PO number and of course against line number 10, like this. You can see I have fitted purchase AMC PO number and against line number 10. And when I click on flow, the system will update master data of these laptops, and of course in this processing it will take some time, and when master data has been updated, we have the screen like this, means AMC oblique warranty dates updating equipment master. You can see these are the equipment numbers and the status updated. Let me take a query from chat box. Actually, query is from Harshit Dubey sir. He is asking, kindly explain in which case services we use need based and in which case service based, right? Actually, as on date when we are creating this, I have told you many times that as on date when we are creating a service order by using need based order, because we are getting some issues while creating service order by using service order type itself. And since there are some issues and ERP core team is working on that, right? Then ERP core team has told us to proceed or to create any order, either it is service order or it is need based order, by using need based order only until the issue is resolved from ERP side, from ERP, right? Okay. ठीक है. Now let me see in the previous slide. Okay. Run the code. Okay. These results in updating master data of laptops with AMC view, and we have the screen shown here. Now it means when master data of these computers or laptop has been updated, right? They are going to be covered under AMC. How to check it? We can check it by using the command that is, there are so many commands, but you can use IE03. Let us see. IE03. Now the laptops are covered under AMC. This may be verified by using the key code IE03. When IE03 is made available over here, I will enter, and then I have to provide the equipment number. Over here, I have provided the equipment number of the first one, that was 18. Recall yourself, equipment number were 18, 19, 21 and 27. Right now I'm checking AMC or warranty status of this laptop. Let us see. I'm having this screen. In this screen, these are the available horizontal tabs: general, location, organization, structure, class and document, then service data. And then when I will click over here, I will have the warranty and partner, right? And you can see what is सेशन टाइम आउट हो गया.
नहीं चल
सर
रहा
सर चल रहा है मतलब
स्क्रीन मूव नहीं कर रहा.
है
बस स्क्रीन अभी 6th
देखिए जो बोल रहे हैं कहाँ आ रहा है.
ये क्या हो गया?